Sheila, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting, seeing what my father did. You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty Board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
Are Quarian politics always like that?
No. Sometimes it can actually get unpleasant. We're a very social people, Shepard. We have to be, to make up for being stuck in these suits. And part of that means getting involved in each other's business.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve. But my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of gas. I should get back to work. But thanks for checking on me. Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later?
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector ship?
My shield fortification will help, but I don't think there is much more I can do.
I'll let you work.
Talk to you later.
Hey.
What's happening?
Shepard, we talked enough. You're just pissing around. No hard feelings, but I don't want to play.
I should go.
Whatever.
Shepard.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
I was just sitting here thinking. The picture, I'm finally starting to get it. There's a tank imprint, the battle at Canrum. A dead Turian, stripped. You don't see them out of their armor much. A Krogan boot on his head, and a claw hammer. It's under the brow plate, pulling it back, right? Eyes have gone black, and you see tension in the muscle. You can feel it ready to snap. I get it.
Canrum isn't ringing a bell.
Death of Shiagar, female warlord. Turians killed her, so they were hunted down and made examples. Even if they won the war, it was the last push before the rebellions ended.
Maybe I had to be there, but I don't get the joke.
There's no joke. It's just great. It's a Turian, and he's being torn apart for what they did. I felt nothing before, but now I get it. It was a good fight. The enemy was destroyed to punish them all and send a message. I get it. I hate Turians. I thought you'd be glad.
I don't know if I'll be coming down here for these talks anymore.
Whatever. Don't have to be friends to fight good enemies. Just thought you'd like to know I'm finding reasons for my own battles.
Something.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
You talked a lot about your people, but not much about yourself.
It's not that I don't trust you. I'm not used to trusting anyone, especially since Irika was killed. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on spring wind. Sunset eyes defy into the scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how'd she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles, not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Hirashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians. A slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me, so they went after her.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. Them, I let them linger.
You were operating on instinct. By your own rules, you can't blame yourself.
But I made the choice to hunt them. They're the only lives I've ever taken of my own choice. The only deaths on my own conscience. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
You're talking to your son again. That's huge. Don't lose sight of that by dwelling on should-have-beens.
You are correct, of course. Thank you for listening, Siha.
I think my translator just glitched. What did you call me?
Siha. Someday I'll tell you what it means.
Shepard,
I wanted to check in.
I am always happy to talk with you.
I'm interested in hearing more about Asari Justicars.
We hold a unique place in Asari culture. Justicars are from another era. Young Asari grow up watching vids about our adventures. Pure fiction, of course. Some Asari are uncomfortable with us, but so few Justicars exist that most have never met one.
There are only a few Justicars?
Few Asari wish to make the sacrifices necessary to become one of us, and the training has a high casualty rate. It is a life of constant danger. Throughout the entire galaxy, there are only a handful of us at any time.
Why would anyone want to be a Justicar?
It is a deeply personal matter. Sometimes the most brutal path is the only honest one.
This code of the Justicar seems central to your life.
It is 5,000 sutras and covers every situation one can encounter. I have memorized every word. There is only the code.
Sometimes justice calls for mercy.
It does not exist to bring about spiritual enlightenment. Its purpose is to punish the wicked and protect the innocent.
The Asari I've spoken to seem conflicted about Justicars.
In this age, people see shades of gray everywhere. The code of the Justicar is black and white. I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all of them if I had to.
What role do you think Justicars have in Asari society?
I would say that the closest human equivalent is a knight-errant in your medieval lore. Perhaps mixed with a bit of samurai.
What does your code say about killing?
I am compelled to kill the wicked. If a Justicar is involved, peaceful solutions are long past.
You make killing sound so casual.
I remember each being I have slain. They are always in my thoughts.
Does the code forbid romantic involvement?
It does not. However, I would never be interested in such. That part of my life is well behind me.
You could meet someone who reawakens those desires.
I am nearly 1,000 years old. I know myself and my desires. But your curiosity is quite welcome.
You know about knights errant and samurai?
When I knew I must leave Asari space again, I studied the history and morals of new species. When I was a maiden wandering the galaxy, humans had not yet arrived.
What did your studies tell you about us?
You are more individualistic than any other species I have encountered. If 3 humans are in a room, there will be 6 opinions. I like your species. I am curious to see what you will do.
I should go.
I'm glad we spoke.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, good timing, in fact. Excellent. Made breakthrough. Can share results while next samples grow. Hate waiting for culture analysis. Never fast enough. Usually no result in advance. Just checking work. Have to be careful. Getting off track. Discovery. Based on Prothean collector connection, can examine technology, chart Reaper species modification, fall of Protheans.
Does knowing how the Protheans fell tell us anything useful about how to stop the Collectors or the Reapers?
Not yet. More useful as motivation. Effects on Protheans more than indoctrination, body modification. No self-preservation instinct. Old injuries not healed, no reproduction, just cloning. Technology overriding biology, not augmenting. No art, no culture, closer to husks than slaves. Tools for Reapers. Protheans dead, Collectors just final insult. Must be destroyed.
I didn't think you needed any more motivation than you already had to stop the Collectors.
Enjoyed challenge. Saw necessity of attack on Collectors after Plague on Omega. Their work, my people. Hard to care about 2 armies. One wins, one loses. Always work to do after. Now, have more context. See what Collectors are. Wasn't looking for other work before. Don't mean to imply that. Just committed now. Won't let you down.
You said the Collectors had no art. I had no idea you cared about that kind of thing.
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. Multi-species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always had me do the patter songs. But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest in growth, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in collector base. Culturally dead. Tools for reapers. Worse than the Geth.
I'm sorry, I know that was important, but you perform Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert which I know as a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
I'm sorry, I know that was important, but you perform Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert which I know as a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
What is it about the Collector's modifications that bothers you so much?
Disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations. Can't carry a load, so invent wheel. Can't catch food, so invent spear. Limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works other way, too. Advancement before culture is ready. Disastrous. Saw it with Krogan. Uplifted by Solarians. Disastrous. Our fault.
You blame the Solarians for what the Krogan did?
Yes. Like giving nuclear weapons to cavemen. Krogan unprepared for spaceflight, technological advance. Krogan could have evolved alone, worked out aggression, been ready to use new tech responsibly. Instead, Solarians came, disrupted Krogan culture, used Krogan as blunt instrument against Rachni. Short-sighted. Foolish.
If you feel that way, why did you work on the genophage modification?
Talked before. Best option. That, or kill them all. If around during first contact, would have argued against it. Wasn't there then. Do what I can.
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Morden.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
I'm good, Shepard. Ready for anything. We live, we'll get loud, and spill some drinks on the Citadel.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Detected an anomaly.
General distress. Beacon
Probe away.
Translation error. Status of system operator is not known.
Launching probe.
Distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away.
General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of
Probe
system
launched.
operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error.
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away.
General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system
Launching probe.
General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system operator is not known. General distress.
Launching probe.
Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted.
Probe launched.
Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted.
Launching probe.
Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of syst
Probe. Probe launched.
Translation error. Status of system operator is not known.
Probe
General
launched.
distress. Beacon process.
Scans have found some.
A sandstorm is approaching from the northwest. Proceed with caution. Captain, short-range sensors just went offline and I'm locked out of helm control. The VI is reporting malfunctions all over the ship. Attention all hands. We are on a collision course and losing systems fast. Report to the escape pods immediately. This is not a drill. Multiple hostiles powering up at your location. Recommend immediate extraction.
Hostile!
Excuse me.
This should take the heat off.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal. No messages for you, Commander.
Restored. Intruders are requested to report to the cargo doors for immediate removal from station. Intruder detected. You are not authorized to be in this area. Research area power restored. Beam engaged. Testing area has been locked down according to protocol M29. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. this opportunity to leave the station immediately. Plasma venting in progress. Attempting to reach the maintenance controls will most likely result in serious injury or death. Attempts to decontaminate station have failed. Require more power to escalate defenses. Maintenance area power restored. Zone. Please leave this station. Living area power restored. The living area doors have been closed to quarantine a threat to this station. Advise intruders to engage self-destruct procedures to 3 doors enabled. All doors disabled. 2 doors enabled. 5 doors enabled.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
We have used half our fuel.
I have detected an anomaly.
The experimental mechanics facility is under
Launching probe.
for your safety. Do not go with or land in the
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Without the proper protocols and authorizations in place.
Probe launched.
The experimental mechanics facility is under quarantine. For your safety, do not dock with or land in the vicinity of the facility without the proper protocols and authorizations in place. Be warned. The experimental mechanics facility is under quarantine. For your safety, do not dock with or land in
Launching probe. Launching probe.
Or land in the vicinity of the facility without the proper protocols and authorizations in place. The experimental mechanics facility is under
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched.
And authorization.
Scans have found.
We got mechs.
Backup systems engaged. Warning, hostile force using not.
Alert. Combat system hostile forces having...
One down.
Offline.
Nope. Shield.
Akira be praised.
Hostile forces have engaged. Allied force casualty. Impact event. Excuse me. Rerouting power. Backup off systems active. Rerouting power. Rerouting power. New targeting orders acknowledged. Backup systems engaged. Warning, attack exceeds unit defense systems. Critical systems on backup systems engaged. System failure. Hostile forces have engaged. Impact event.
Right ahead of us.
Under offline.
I'll destroy you.
Enemy. Hostile forces have engaged. Collision proximity impact event. Impact collision proximity warning have engaged. Impact power casualty. Backup systems engaged. Impact event. Backup systems engaged. Signature offline. Impact.